Hey YouTube, this is a response to B. Scott's video on Pastor Wright's comment about African American children being right-brained. Basically, it's just a perspective. As human beings, we are constantly learning, and he could have gotten that information from someone who is a child psychiatrist or a child psychologist or an educator, and this is the information that he got from them, or it could be information that he read. There are so many different perspectives about how children learn and even how adults learn that are out there. In most cases, what we're reading are sightings from journals, periodicals, articles, and books that have a vast amount of perspectives on this particular topic. His is just one of them. Just one of them. And the fact that he has said this in front of an audience of 8,000, which now is probably the whole United States, if not the world, has probably seen this. You know, I just say, so what? There are so many more other people that have different perspectives on that. And he is not the end-all be-all of child education or, African American children and how they learn. It's just an opinion, and it really doesn't matter to me because I have my own. So you definitely have a case in point when you give yourself as an example. Another example I have is a book about multiple intelligences. And what multiple intelligences talks about is, first of all, it's by Howard Gardner. And he talks about how, just as human beings, we have different tendencies or strengths in how we learn. Yours might be a musical inclination. Someone's might be an organic or natural inclination. Someone's might be a mathematic inclination. All very different, but all still learning. It doesn't mean that the person with the organic or natural inclination or intelligence doesn't have the ability to do mathematical equations. Doesn't mean that the person that has the mathematical inclination or intelligence doesn't have the ability to, use rhythm beats and identify music. It doesn't say that at all. It just says that we all have a tendency toward how we learn and how we gather information, which is very true. Being that, you have certain people who, need to see everything. They're very visual. If I see someone do it, I can repeat it. Then there are people who are very auditory. They just want to listen to it. These are the people that ride in their cars with the tapes. Then you have people that are very tactile. I can do it if I feel it. So, not saying that African Americans are any one or the other. We're all three. As human beings, we're all three. It just depends on what the topic is. Do I want to hear somebody cooking something? No, I want to see somebody cooking something. So that's kind of the way that particularly that works. But I wouldn't even think that Obama's perspective would be the same as his. I just don't believe that. And I think by now Obama has probably even spoken up and said that he doesn't think the same way. And I think that's freeing. Just because someone is in leadership over me, be it a spiritual leader or be it, a professional leader, it doesn't mean that I agree with every single thing that they say. Me having them as a leader over me means that there's something about them that makes me want to follow them, or in some instances I have to follow them. I don't have a choice. However, that is just a submission to authority, not so much as submitting my will and my thoughts to think that I have to believe everything that they believe. So I guess that's my take on it. I don't take it too seriously at all because I come from a large family, and we're very different, and I've been around children and they're very different, and it's just not real wise to say that all African American children are right brained. It's just not something that I have found to be true within my circle of influence and around and with the people that are around me. So that's my perspective on it. Hey, good topic. Thanks.